So anyway, that's this morning. Just the Palmer panic attack. Looking up at the same predators doing their thing. And that really is usually how that was. Not every morning, but most mornings. In Kentucky, anyway. And then sliding it into my ass and doing their thing again, followed by the gold letters in a bar on their diet again. Whichever one that is, FBI, if I'm not mistaken. Take the wrong. DEA, probably, more than likely. With the same folks from the trafficking zone. Then another taser shooting into the front of me again. Hilarious, isn't it? Oh well. Then, like I mentioned, the kicking in their phone again. Anyway. Like I said, I tried to get help with this issue for years and years and years. I just called it paranoid fire about what was happening most of the time. And the same prayers on paper, not electronically, doing the fingerprint thing again. Just like I mentioned when I was a little boy with their phone again. Cool, huh? And then stabbing another taser in my mouth with the same psychopaths and their phone again, not inside it, outside in the lips. And then walking at the phone with the same predators again. Then the knees mounting, as I had mentioned, and then smothering the life out of me for probably at least the 25th time with the same predators in the trafficking zone and holding me at gunpoint. That again. Oh well. And those were the ones claiming they were trying to question, these issues that I presented. They weren't. Not at all, anyway. And through the doorway and the same pulling and the same curves and their phone again. And another burn with the same folks. Demanding more money, as I had been mentioning. Oh well. And Mr. Lewis again. And the same taste of her shoving more genitalia in my face again. As I have mentioned. And the same spit hood with the same predators again. And then grabbing this finger and locking in with their nail about there. Then another thermometer with the perverts and their fun. Then as I call that out, the same predator is trying to rip my mouth open again. As I had talked about with their pills and injections from the traffickers into homophobia and kitty porn. Then some more questions with some more of the same officers from it again, and then another taser to the chest, as I had mentioned. That's when it became badgering, quite literally belligerent badgering, but they didn't find that at all, relevant either. Then another gun, and another baton, and another taser at the legs with the holes in their fun. Then another baton mashing in the face with the same predators and their fun yet again, just like I'd been mentioning. And oh well. And then again at the fingerprints, and it felt like another knife with them trying to cut into it. Like I had mentioned. And then walking into the wrist, where they usually did, tearing into it. And then holding a knife to it again, just like they did on the left one. And as I continued on about my day, the same predator trying to stick themselves into my asshole and holding a gun to my back at my heart. And I was getting raped at gunpoint, as I mentioned. Which happened numerous times. Then more chemically smelling sedation with the same predators and their fun again. And that knife going up into my face with the same predators yet again. With Ohio's fun with it again. And oh well. Cool, isn't it? Then something about addressing a court correctly in the privacy of my own home, just like I had mentioned with Kim Razor's family way back when the cosplay and kitty porn junk was going on. Then that knee smothering the life out of me again, then having my jaw kicked shut with the same Kentucky State Troopers from the trafficking fun again. And them tying off my arm to do their fun with their injections again. Cool, isn't it? They had that tourniquet right about there in that one. Then them kicking and kicking up in my testicles with Ohio's fun again. Like I had mentioned, with those non-stop shoes to my body with the same predators and their fun. And something about missing the point of their lesson with the traffickers and their fun, and locking into another finger and digging in with their nails, bending it upwards and backwards. Then that knife up into my testicles yet again. And then the gun firing. And another taser with the same folks again. Then the right pocket feel, the same hard object known as a flashlight slamming into my mouth. And the same predators on repeat. Then the smell of more human shit as they started feeling me up and down with the same predators again. And those were the scat play people, like I mentioned. Cool, isn't it? And the paramedics associated to it asking, you know, what city we're in, who's president, and the date, and so on and so forth. And the same purse trying to yank my pants down in that memory. And the same predators putting more toilet paper into my face with Ohio's fun again. Again, more teeth with the same pervs and their fun again. And then mashing and mashing and mashing into that side of my face again with something. Flashlight, I think. Then they're non-stop, you know, fun at the neck with something sharp again. These people got great joy watching their victims go crazy. Then would pull a gun on them at every turn. I witnessed that personally. Oh well. And the ABC people again with one of their fun time crew with it. Oh well. At least it's not too bad of a, you know, flipping out panic attack morning, thank God. And something about final warnings and another knife poking in my face with the same predators yet again. Cool, huh? And the same purrs trying to get my fingerprints yet again. So I guess I'll go ahead and put lidocaine on those places. And that knife poking me in the face as I go to walk back in my own home again. That was how some of these people got people to be terrified to be in their own home, as you heard my mother mention, with these predators and their sick fucking methodology. Then another pen with the voodoo people. Or at least they claim to be. Claimed to be. And then another gun at the heart to the front as I come into the bathroom to urinate with the same heroin peddlers again. Cool, huh? Followed by, you're now under arrest for the same predators and their repeat fun. Followed by their shoe kicking in the jaw again. As I mentioned, that's why I tried to commit suicide, and that's, fine with me. Since all these departments who had, knowledge of what was happening just sat back and did nothing. And the FBI with a gun to the head again, as I had mentioned. Then we can arrest you every time you mention the word suicide. How funny. No wonder people are terrified to seek health care, especially with these people buying out the medical practices and threatening to kill the doctors and everything in between. And here we go with the cuffs and the perverts again. So you're going to work late? Well, I think I'm going to do the yard first. Maybe. I don't know yet. I'll probably wait for my meds to kick in and get accustomed to them and then go.
Okay. And if you want me to go with you, then just have to
I'll just wait, yeah. And then Patrick Boggs and again. Anyway. That was always fun with these people. And the same predators again. Having to take medication because of what they had done and then getting accustomed to it every time. And remembering the same pervs bouncing up into me with the rapists again. Oh well. Then another baton cracking at my ankles with the Ohio Preds and their fun again. And the federal government people. As I had mentioned. And the same garbage trying to cover my eyes with their fun again. Another spit hood just like I had mentioned. In the holes and more pepper spray. As I had also mentioned. Of course, those are Kentucky memories. Then the same predators going at my ankles again with their knife and otherwise. And that knife stabbing me up in the testicles again with their perverted fun, as I'd mentioned. Cool, huh? And the same perverts going up into my ass yet again with their fingers. The same people from the trafficking fun. And that was with the Orangeburg crew, as I had mentioned, with the Klan and the Crawfords and the lawyers and their fun. Oh well, right? And Donna in Lewis County's interesting thing. While being told I was simply hallucinating, as I mentioned, these predators and their fun. And here goes the locking into the thumb with Patrick Boggs and that interesting group again. It's lovely, isn't it? Then getting kicked in the left shoulder with the same psychopath from the trafficking fun again. And since that's not stopping very quickly, I'm going to go ahead and take half of the Valium because that is just unnerving. The purse and their knives. And then I will probably lie back down like I told her to let this shit kick in. Let the worst of the crap fade out. And remembering the same pair stabbing another needle in my ass with their phone. And DEA yet again. Then that weird mashing at the, chest again with another knee. With the same predators from the trafficking fun. Adult version trafficking fun, like I'd been mentioning. Then more cuffs. And them tearing into my foot with the same predators and their fun again. Then another shoe kicking me in the face with the same predators and their fun with Kentucky State Police yet again. Then another automatic weapon with KSP and the Klan yet again. Oh well, right? And the same disgusting conversation about heroin addictions being the cause of this, then another black handgun pointing from behind with the Crawford's little buddies again. Then another solid object they were beating the shit out of me with again. The scat play people were pretty smart, weren't they? That being the devil as well. The devil smelling like, absolute shit, as they put it. And oh well. Funny part, someone you never would have thought getting on heroin with, growing up in a cool household and whatever you'd call it, normality. That's my mindset. You don't normally see better off people. Normal. What's normal, right? I ask that myself. But anyway, before she was on heroin, she used to talk about that like I am, like what the devil was. It's like, where do you all get this from? And then she became a heroin addict. I don't know why I find a parallel there, or a connection, rather. It's odd. Then the blue piece of paper, and the same predators again. And the taser again. Odd, isn't it? In later years, they asked me why I was surprised that the dead, were trying to hijack my body. The same people in the illegal drug business in that area. Then another gun in the back at the heart, and the same folks again. You can't imagine how much fun some of them had with the psychosis of doing that to people to wake them up and then them flipping out and getting shot. Those are just stories I've heard. I've never had a friend go through that, so I don't know. And the turnabout turned into Ohio completely. Excuse me. And then mashing my finger against their fingerprint fun again. And oh well, apparently, so far there's already been the pinches to the backs of the legs, the knife to the testicles, and the same, junk on repeat. Then here comes the kicking at the ankles with Patrick Boggs' family and department's son again in that moment in memory. Initial point of contact before federal officers, because, federal officers already knew the story that was being told. And that was fun for them. And it's been just over an hour. The need to vomit is starting to pass, which is probably anxiety related. Then the slamming at the jaw again, after, everything I talked about, yet again. Cool, huh? And here goes the fingernail locking into the thumb with the same predators again. Caucasian on that one. And the same solid object slamming at the jaw again. Then more questions, as I mentioned. And remembering the same big-footed or heavied person coming up the stairs as usual with the sex crimes that were occurring in Mason County. And then taking their knife to my ankle again. And the knees, doing the smothering thing on repeat. And that cool wrapping around the throat and being choked with whatever that one was. Then more pepper spray with the same military predators associated to it again in that memory. It's an old one. They don't carry pepper spray, so maybe they were just in the room. I'm not sure. Then the same folks on repeat. Then that you should have thought about that before driving drunk that night. With the same preds yet again. Then there's a system to what we do to you. Oh, believe me, I know I've been detailing it. Then something about something. Who knows? And that's just how that was. Then them threatening to shoot me through the right shoulder blade for sitting down yet again. As I had mentioned with Donna and Patrick Boggs and this disgusting group claiming it was the devil yet again. And being tasered in the chest and another badge. Oh. Cool, huh? And the same fingers grabbing and pulling at my facial hair with their fun again. Like I'd been mentioning. And the same predators going at my nose again. Anyway. Today's a nicer day. It'll be really easy to mow the lawn with this kind of temperature. And remembering getting raped in another one of the beds again. Oh well. And the fingernail locking in with the same preds yet again. KSP, as I've been mentioning with their cool blue piece of paper. And another taser. Then the baton cracking in the ribs with the same predators and their fun yet again. Just like I had mentioned with him beating the shit out of me that morning with the kitty porno pervs. And DEA yet again with their fun. Oh well. Like I stated, I was 7 when that happened. And them trying to rip my mouth open with the same predators yet again. And the smell of a really dirty dog again. Anyway. Oh well, right? And then wanting more definitive proof than our statements after going over them, suppressing and or destroying evidence. What fun. Then another gun rammed up into the chest again on the back. And another pill with those pervs that comprehend with their drugs and sex fun again. Anyway. There we go with the kicking at the back of the legs, trying to cause me to fall in that moment again. I'm gonna lie back down for a while. Just so that the meds kick in and I know how they're gonna hit me today before I go out. Oh yeah, she's laying there with her legs open. That spoiled look on her face. Who rotten auntie says. Yeah. And remembering the knee at the left chest wall again. Then the cup under the penis and then mashing it against the skin of it with the same pervs again. Then being held at gunpoint with Campbell County and KSP's fun again with it. Then another taser shooting into the right leg, right about the knee, but I can't really feel it. So. I need to go to get more ice for water. The same predators that are hyperlocking in again. Followed by, you will stop and let us search you. Then the same predator is taking that knife to my right thigh, yet again. Right around one of the arteries. You know where those weird things form. They become really infected. Right in here. Fun, huh? And with that, then the baton trying to mash my head downwards yet again with the same officers from the trafficking fun. That was with Mr. Fogelman's assistance and fun again. Cool, isn't it? Then something about being told to, be sodomized if they chose. And the same preds on repeat. Oh well. As I continue smoking, another fingernail locking into the thumb with the same predators again. And them tasering the hell out of my left breast with the same predators yet again. Then you will not, and the same predators refusing to take my statement, then beating the shit out of me again. Then remembering them taking that flashlight and beating the hell out of my elbows with them. Or with it. Then them threatening to shoot me in the back with the same predators and their fun yet again. Oh well. That's normally why my elbows are always so sore after getting beaten by these predators and their fun. With them then coming around trying to sell their heroin as the snake oil garbage, which that's how that worked. Oh well.